Hello to the gamers. I was greeted this morning by a tweet that said he really is the sage of this generation. And it was a clip of me playing Hitman. I think it was from last year. Yeah, I saw the post on Twitter that said, does anybody else feel a bit uncomfortable with the success of The Last of Us, given how anti-mushroom it is? Listen, I'm on the internet, and I hate it every day. I can't be held responsible for the opinions of everyone on Earth. They go out of their way to not mention a specific mushroom. That's good. I would be pretty pissed off if... Like, listen, I haven't seen The Last of Us yet. I plan to. But if they were like, oh, by the way, the mushroom that did it was shiitake, I would be like, fuck this show. That's like the best mushroom. I know, listen, I know you probably love portobello. That's a 2000s mushroom, okay? Shiitake's on the way back. Maybe 2010s were dominated by enoki, I think, in my opinion. Me personally, I'm a shiitake guy. It's always kind of interesting. It can go either way when you see an older clip of yourself. You can either be like, I'm not sure what I was talking about. Like, why am I going off so much about pasta or something like that? Or you could be like, wow, I was kind of cooking. And in this one, I said, fuck you, portobello, 2000s ass mushroom. 2010s, I think, were dominated by the enoki. 2020s, we're bringing shiitake back. And you know what? I watched the clip and I said to myself I was cooking. Portobello was a 2000s ass mushroom. You couldn't go anywhere in 2009 without seeing a portobello mushroom on a restaurant menu. I'm not saying they don't still exist, but you don't see them as much anymore. Like, people were insane about portobellos back in the day. I got a few anecdotes. I'll hit you with them rapid fire. Took my daughter to the potty at a restaurant. She said the toilet's so big you're gonna fall in. If you fall in, you'll be skibidi. That was unprompted. I never taught her about skibidi toilet. She somehow learned about skibidi toilet herself. She's 3.8 years old. And then she asked me a crazy question. She said, Daddy, what's skibidi? And I was like, it was like asking someone to define swag or YOLO or something like that. Like, I don't know how to define skibidi. Skibidi is good, skibidi is bad, skibidi is the base case, and skibidi is the outlier. Do I know what skibidi is in the dictionary? No, but I know it when I see it. Got a little Rizzler on your hands, I feel. So true. Cousin Angela, what's that smell? It's the slice of provolone.
Cousin Angela, what's that smell?
It's a piece of provolone.
Cousin Angelo, what's that smell?
Provolone.
Cousin Angelo, what's that smell?
It's a piece of provolone.
Cousin Angelo, what's that smell? It's a slice of provolone. I know what you're talking about. Also, I thought I was going to beat the system, okay? I've been complaining about tennis courts being packed. I've started a new exercise routine, okay? So by Friday, Saturday morning, my knees are a little sore from biking so much. So I take the weekend off from biking. I said, let's go do some early morning tennis practice. Parks open at 6 a.m. I talked to my Discord because they're my connection to normalcy, which is kind of crazy to say. I said, if I go to the park at 6:30 and start smacking tennis balls around, is someone who lives close to the park going to come and shoot me with a gun? They said, no, not only is nobody going to shoot you with a gun, there will probably be other people there. I said, no shot. 6:30 a.m. Saturday, I'm going to be the only insane motherfucker. Got to the tennis courts 6:25 a.m. Two motherfuckers had already taken the wall. Two 70-year-old boomers were sharing the practice wall. I said, the way I felt sick to my stomach, I probably don't even need to describe to you. Then I drove across town, got to another tennis court with a wall at 6:45, and there was one wall still available, and I posted up there and stayed there for like an hour and 15 minutes. Then, on Sunday, I said, I'm going to try that shit again. There's no shot these old boomers are going to be here both days. Got to the park, 6:29. There was just an old man sitting on the tennis court bench, texting on his phone. And I said, okay, I don't really know what's up with this guy, but it looks like nobody's using that wall. So I got my tennis racket out of my trunk, got a stack of tennis balls, started walking over. The dude looked at me and put his phone in his pocket and then like unzipped his windbreaker and took it off and immediately started hitting balls into the wall. I was like, I see you, Grandpa. If that isn't a fucking perfect microcosm of the millennial versus boomer dynamic. He only really decided that he wanted the wall once somebody else decided that they also wanted the wall. And then it's, you can pry it from my cold, dead hands. I see how it is. So I said, okay, buddy, I'll take it in 10 years. I drove across town to the courts that were a little less busy and went to those ones instead. Played for a couple, well, like an hour and a half. Anyway, that's about it. I mean, that's not it. I mean, I don't know what happened last night. I went to bed at like 9:38. And I woke up to like the kind of disorder that you wake up to when you're in college after a night of drinking. Like I went to pick up my phone and it was dead. It was the first night in probably 8 years that I didn't charge my phone. And I was like, oh God, it's a disaster. So I put my phone on the charger and it was like 0%. And I was like, oh, motherfucker. So like now I'm pooping with no phone, which is like, you know, eating dinner with no YouTube. I said, that's fine. I go to get on the bike. My Bluetooth earbuds go, hey, low battery. I go, what the fuck? Low? I didn't charge my Bluetooth earbuds either. I thought they were like totally charged. Then I went to change into my gym clothes, and I had gym clothes, but I didn't have a headband, so I'm going to be dripping sweat in my eyes the whole time. So while I was pooping, I charged my phone to 15%, and because I'm not a song skipper, my 90-minute ride took me from 15 to 11. Ooh, not too bad. Managed to make it work, man. Now I got my phone on the charger as we speak. Oh my God, he's a headband Andy. I get it, you're 19 years old. You're like, why would someone wear a headband? I've been an adult for 6 months. I think I got this adult thing all figured out. Wait until you start losing your hair, or alternatively doing a real workout that actually generates some perspiration. TK421, and then you will see. Then you'll see why people are wearing headbands. You know, some professional athletes wear headbands too. What are they thinking, man? What are they thinking? Don't delete your account. I see you. Pooping with no phone is objectively better. Less chance for piles. Are you literally here from 1931? You're calling them piles? They're called hemorrhoids, okay? For one, we switched, I think in like 1973, we started calling them hemorrhoids instead of piles. Secondly, let me guess, you've never drank a diet soda in your life, but you eat 4 McDoubles a day. I know how the healthmaxxers are. Fruits, vegetables, I don't need that. I'm on keto and I have a squatty potty. I've never felt better. You're the one who says the McDouble's healthy? Yes, one. One McDouble is a fit meal. Wouldn't 4 McDoubles a day not be enough calories? That's only 1,520. Lots of people don't just eat one thing a day. Sometimes they might eat up to 3, 4 meals a day, possibly 5, 6 with a little snacking in between. It's called intermittent feasting. Okay, holy shit, he is dipping in here. Every once in a while, I scroll through the Discord because I see people, cowards, some might call them super fans, tier 3 subscribers. They can't put their real opinion into the chat because I'll see it, so they put it in the Discord where they think I'm not allowed to look, but I can see it. I can see everything. Even the individuals who have changed their usernames but not their avatars, the key value pair has been updated. I do have one more question. Why is Bluetooth on Windows so ass compared to Bluetooth on Android? Microsoft has a $3.7 trillion market cap. Because my phone was out of batteries, or out of battery, I tried to connect my Bluetooth earpods to Windows, and it said, no problem, here they are. And then I tried to play Mouth Stream, and it said, nah, man. It was playing like 1 millisecond of audio every like 3 seconds. It was unusable. But then on Android, it just, I mean, it's not instant, but it's fucking smooth, man. He's a trilly off with the market cap. Am I with Microsoft market cap? 3.2 trillion. I was $500 million off. I said 3.7. No, wait, hang on. Is this old? Well, no. I think as of July, the market cap is 4.415 trillion, but that's not as of today. As of today, the market cap is 3.2 trillion, man. See, that's it. I was talking to Kate about market caps yesterday. And she told me that Amazon had a $500 billion market cap. And I was like, yeah, maybe in like 1996. And then she said, that's what Wikipedia said. And I said, they're not sending their best finance guys to Wikipedia, okay? They're not updating the market cap every day. You got to go to the vanguard of the NASDAQ for that one, Yahoo Finance. Everything on Yahoo has collapsed except possibly Yahoo Finance somehow. I don't understand it either. Okay, DL Guiga. Not all of us have a Bloomberg terminal. Anyone hits Zwift instead of Peloton? I was gonna go. I got a more acetylcholine, you know, because I've been with my daughter all weekend, which means I haven't really been allowed to like yell at people. I did a Peloton ride today. You got to be deep in the Peloton sauce to really understand this. Long story short, my personal opinion is that it's healthier and a little bit harder to hit the same wattage at a higher cadence, lower resistance than it is to hit it at a lower cadence, higher resistance. But to some extent, it possibly depends on your mass as well. Anyway, long story short, I'm doing my Peloton ride this morning. 190 watts average, thereabout. Average cadence, 88 to 90, somewhere in there. I look at the people that are competing with me on the Peloton leaderboard. One dude was at 17 cadence, 92 resistance. You know, you could just like take a gun and shoot yourself in the kneecaps if you don't care about the health of your joints. Like that's insane. And there's another dude who is at like 41 cadence and like 80 resistance. And they come out and they're at like 300 watts. And then like 10 minutes into the ride, they're at like 37 watts. And I'm like, yeah, because your legs are going to fall off, dude. I beat him by like 300 kilojoules over there. What? Two of the dudes didn't even finish the ride. Their knees were probably like, I can't take this anymore. You got to relax yourself, man. You could just do squats. Just do squats and then ride the bike at like a normal pace. Hi, what do you got there? Is it a snail? You made a snail? Look at that, it's so cute. Show it on the camera. All right, I guess I'll get my camera on. Where'd you go? Okay, hang on. Okay, it's not quite, can you come over to the daddy's other shoulder and put it up there? Dada. Yeah. And use your right hand. So close, right. Right, look at that, it's a snail. What did you make it out of?
I made it out of this, it's like a spring, a pipe cleaner, googly eyes, a fashion bead, and 2 heart beads.
Oh my gosh, a fashion bead, 2 heart beads, a pipe cleaner, and googly eyes? And that spiral. Wow, that's so cool.
It's for the cell, and I named him Jay.
You made 10 a day?
No, his name is Jay.
Oh, his name is Jay. Jay the snail. I felt like Gary Vaynerchuk this weekend. I took her to a garage sale because she's obsessed with garage sales. We got her a rainbow umbrella and a VTech laptop, like kid's laptop, that when we booted it up said, welcome to 1999. I was kind of surprised that, you know, we put some batteries in it, booted it up, it died. Kate cleaned it a little bit, booted it up, and it's been working ever since. It's like 25 years old, and it's still rocking. And she loves it. Unfortunately, now that we've cleaned it up, I'm going to sell it for nostalgia bucks on eBay. Every day I'm hustling. Sorry, kid. Welcome to the real world. I feel like an idiot, okay? So I put on like this sweatshirt because it's cold and rainy outside. But now I'm like, I got to turn the fan up because it's kind of hot out. I should have just worn a t-shirt, man. I'm going to be sweating through my freaking shirt. Kate has resubscribed for 133 months. I definitely did not make the whole snail and almost burnt my fingers off with the glue gun. I hear you. I hear you. That makes sense. I don't mess with the glue gun. I burned my fingers so much in like elementary and middle school using that thing. I mean, like straight up, as soon as I was able to drop art class in the 9th grade, I dropped it. I'm just not cut out for that. You gotta be a different kind of beast. How'd you let your phone hit 3% battery life? Okay, I'll tell you. Here's what happened. I was tired, but I also needed some free time. So when I got into bed, I was like looking at stuff on my phone, but I made the classic mistake of falling asleep instead of putting it on the charger and then falling asleep. She opened the laptop and said, "Mommy, do you want to watch stream with me?" She has been saying, when I had her in the grocery store and she was banging away on the keyboard, she was like, "I'm watching a stream right now." And then I was like, "You have to close the laptop when we go through the checkout." And she said, "Oh man, my stream. You made me miss my stream." It's the best day in history for Nintendo World Championships, okay? It's Monday. It's past 5 a.m. Japan time, Pacific time, Eastern time, Central time, China Standard Time. I don't know. But what that means is that there is... Let's give it a second. What that means is that there is a new set of games for the Nintendo World Championships. The games will be Grab the Mushroom, Complete a Lap in Excite Bike, Argue with Argumentus, Complete the Castle in Super Mario Bros. 1, and whatever that Kirby game is that I haven't done. Of course I'd love to see the results of World Championships 1. Now I have to say, it didn't take your best time from the entire week. It took your best time from only when you did the World Championships, okay? So, like, this is not necessarily my best times, but they're... Let's see. Power Grab Morph Ball. That's the top of the leaderboard right there, I would say. 16,000 out of 58,000, top 29%, silver medal. Who cares about that? Age group. In my birth year, out of 2,000 players, we're like in the same spot. That stings. I thought I was kind of kicking on that one. How about Loose Change? My generation was all about that, unfortunately. 60,000 players, 18,000, top 20, so top 31%, another silver medal. This stings a little bit. I gotta put some more sauce on the World Championship mode next week, so I'm not out here embarrassing myself. Top 32%. No. Now this, we prison mic'd ourselves bigly in this. 51,000 players. That's like a top 24%. We'll take those. Can I get one gold medal, please? Dan had multiple 2%. Dan didn't even play 2 of the World Championship games. So don't talk to me about Daniel. Also, Dan revealed his birth year. So I think he's probably never going to play this ever again. See how... I thought we were kind of cooking in barrel roll. I mean, we're at the top of the leaderboards. What can you say? Oh, no. Top 54%. Are you embarrassing me? In front of my chat? Top 57% in Donkey Kong. Oh, no, Dan had a 109 in this. I honestly thought we'd be getting at least some gold medals in the birth year. 8,000, top 21%. Come on, nobody my age is playing Kid Icarus. We should be like top 1 here. Top 23%. None golds. Holy. Okay, well, you know what? That just means that we have to, like... We gotta lock in. We gotta stop burning our best performances in the Battle Royale and start really grinding this World Championship mode. So, alright, that was the first week. Get the Super Mushroom. Canada gold in Judo. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been, I watched a little bit of the Olympics, which is kind of funny because, like, when it airs here, it's like the events have been over for, like, I don't know, 6 or 7 hours or something like that. But I'm watching it as if it's live, because it's not like I give a shit about gymnastics like most of the time anyway. Hey, Poop Ghost, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. I like, don't talk to me about any sport in the Summer Olympics except 25-meter rapid pistols. The aesthetics of that were going crazy this weekend on social media, and I understand why. The cool Ghost in the Shell glasses, the cyborg eyes, the Elon Musk Deus Ex gun. That sport is cooking, man. I will say as well, sports that I was wrong about, street skateboarding. I saw like the recap of street skateboarding. First couple of rounds, I was like, man, skateboarding's really one of those sports where like the X Games kind of like blew out my expectations, right? First couple of rounds, the girls get the skateboard, they go down the ramp, they do like one little nose grind, and then they fist pump. And I was like, what the hell is this, man? Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, they'd be doing like 7 flip kicks into like the grind, into like flipping the grind while you're still on the grind, land on a manual, do like 7 flip tricks, and then like you know, do a quick indie grab to get your combo up. But then, when they went to the individual trick rounds, I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. They were doing like a hard flip in the 50-50 grind and stuff like that. It was just the like 60-second street session. They were trying to play it safe a little bit. But when they started doing like stunting on the tricks, I guess I could have worked on my phrasing there. But specifically in this case, we're talking about doing skateboard tricks, which are stunts. Thinking it's like climb over, suck them up, spit them out, immediately dash again. That's worse, obviously. It's so fucking laggy, dude. It's so fucking laggy. Why is this so laggy? I think you're right. I need to do performance mode. You're flying too much? It's Kirby, man. It's Kirby. What are you supposed to do? I guess you could just try to thread the needle. Little tippy tappas. Little tippy tappas. I think they coded the lag back into the game, man. Don't play in the OBS preview window. Capital LOLOLOLOLOL. How's that working out for you on Hinge, brother? It's an embarrassing message. Batman could not, under duress, get me to type that message and have it in my search history. With all caps? Laughing at your own joke is bad enough. I say that as someone who does it like 10 times a day, but then typing the laugh in all caps. You know someone's madder than they've ever been when they type LOLOLOLOL in all caps. That's pretty true. That's pretty true. Down A to slide, it's faster than sprinting. Sorry, my brother, there is no shot that this is faster than sprinting. Let's time it. That's sprinting, okay? I don't think so. I don't think so. But it actually might be tech for when you get to here and then you gotta like get through that. That might... Okay, but then I got super lag because I let that guy do his attack. You cannot let him get that attack off or you're gonna find yourself with no frames. That's gonna be a huge loss of time. Slide off an edge, okay. What about just that right there? Oh! Whoa! You're right. You're okay, okay, okay. Sliding off a ledge. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You floaty motherfucker. You gotta press up to go in the door, but if you press up, he sucks up a whole lung full of air and flies into the air. Once we get this, I can tell you, people born in 1988, and I'm really just competing with my own age demographic here. People born in 1988 don't have the kind of time to relearn the Kirby tech. On average. They got other shit to do, man. So this could be huge for me. The harder a challenge is, the easier it is. Can you slide in the air as well? No, they didn't invent that yet. You versus Joe Biden? Yo, but he's got like more free time now. It's hardly fair. Your whole job is free time? I know, that's why I'm so surprised when people are like mad I'm late. I'm like, buddy, I'm not doing anything. Can't you inhale? Not if you're Bill Clinton. You know what's funny to think about? I don't know if anybody even bought that back in the day when he said he has smoked pot but he didn't inhale. But what might have gotten him out of a jam back then makes him seem even more unelectable now. You're like, this guy, he sucks ass at smoking pot. He literally just put the thing in his mouth and... and coughed. That was Bush. Why don't you look it up? I get it, you know, if you're born in 2004, you're kind of coming to the party when it's half over. But if you're going to reminisce, like, we might as well get ourselves on the same page, okay? Now we got Biden telling everybody he's not on Ozempic. Come on, buddy. We've all got eyeballs, okay? How stupid do you think we are? Nobody's saying this in chat, but it would be funny if someone did. Hey, Anel, can you do Donald Trump reminiscing about mid-2000s Pitchfork media. People, the Biden administration has been a travesty. The inflation, best new music used to mean something. You used to have tapes and tapes. It would get 8.1, but it wouldn't get best new music. They used to have standards. Now we've got best new musics with a 7.9 or a 7.7. Someone was telling me today, a 7.7 best new music. What's wrong with us people? Something like that. The late, great Grinder Man, Nick Cage, people, I mean Nick Cave, Nick Cage more. He might be friends with the late, great Hannibal Lecter. Best Coast used to be best new music. People, when I was president, it used to be Best Coast. It used to be Les Savvy Fav. Now it's Katy Perry. Now it's the new Kesha album. What happened, people? It's been a disaster. It has. How's the Peloton today? Pretty good. 90 minutes in Lofoten, Norway. OMG, I live there. It's my 20th time doing the ride. You don't live there. Nobody lives there. You see nothing for the first 50 minutes. Then, like with 7 minutes left in the ride, a car appears. And you go, Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the screen. A car. That's not even close, man. Blew it at the end, but there was some tech in there somewhere. What did I do different that time? Can somebody tell me what I did that time? I didn't even notice. That's the tech. No! Okay. Suck off the flying dude, spit it on the pink droplet. I'm the pink droplet. I feel pretty confident saying, ain't nobody got time for this. We can do better. We can actually do better. That's the tech. No, this is my proprietary Kirby algorithm. Nobody tell anybody else, other streamers that I'm so-called friends with, do not tell them about the route, okay? Make them derive it for themselves. If they derive it for themselves, oh, you know, we'll fight it out in court. But do not take a video replay of this. Mark Zuckerberg, I do not give you my permission to take my personal information. Fuck you, dude. Video replay? Gee willikers, Scoob. That's even better. Okay, we could. I'm telling you, we can go even faster. Kids were faster than this day one in the 80s. You have never seen someone play video games in the 80s, if you believe that. New personal best. Even further beyond. I definitely think sub 12 is possible. People did not really start getting good at video games until, like, if I'm being honest with you, I think like maybe 2013 or something like that. Like, those dudes from the King of Kong are in, like, Wood League Donkey Kong now. 2004? No shot, bro. I mean, I was 16, but I was rinsing fools back in the day in Halo 2, and I was a full-time high school student. Steve Weeby's still top 20 in the world. They made a movie about that guy. He's 20th in the world now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the game... Don't Google this, but speedrunner inflation is a real thing, okay? You have to normalize it by, like, the amount of speedruns in the game. And I know with speedrunning, normalizing stuff is very difficult, isn't it, people? But that I would imagine that, like, more speedruns probably get broken every day in 2024 than got broken throughout the entire decade of the 2000s. It's just the way of the world, man. Frame perfect. Oh, the damage boost! Did you see that? I gotta take a little break from that for a minute because legend, what are we doing here? Use warp zones to clear world 8. Fuck you, dude. Oh, you know what? You'll just take the elevator anyway. Now that I think about it, you don't need to break the blocks. That's a nice to have, not a gotta have. World's most annoying YouTuber playing Super Mario. Imagine, wait, we can structure the bit differently. Imagine if YouTube existed in 1986. You know how annoying YouTubers would be when they saw the elevators and were like, yo, it's a Donkey Kong reference, guys! It's a Donkey Kong reference! Okay, now here, survive. I don't know if I've ever been this far. That's not the mushroom? Okay, Shigeru. You're sure I'll jump straight in the hole. What do I care, man? Sure, I'll jump on Lakitu. Hey, Cousin Angelo, what's that smell? Sure, I'll jump on Lakitu again. What do I care, man? Just wanted to see if maybe there was a mushroom so I'm not dying constantly. Okay, whatever. You know, that's why we get the mushroom, dude. We bring the shroom. That's what we do. It's actually, like, harder than some of the Checkpoint League levels. Warp zone ahead. There's a secret vine. Is it this block right here? It's after the gap. It's in that group of 3. First block after the gap. Leftmost block on the group of 3. Okay, I see. So if you were to, starting from the top right of the screen, if you were to go, if instead of the word time, it said STIME, it would be underneath the S. That's what you're saying to me? Yes, okay. Let's try again. You fucking liars, that's not where it is. Oh, hello. You lied to me, bro. It's under the T? Well, now we've moved the fucking screen, so it's hard to tell, man. Now it's under the W. It's not invisible. Why did they tell me it's invisible, man? They said there's an invisible block. It's the actual block. Oh, why didn't you say so, man? That one right there? And then we'll just, like, despawn it from the screen? Ah. Yeah! You gonna go see Deadpool? I don't see it happening for me. Kate really wants to see it, though. So this weekend, she was feeling a little under the weather. But I made space for her to see it on Sunday, but she decided to relax at home instead, which is fine. She'll find the time to see it, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm kind of like... We have some marital strife over Marvel right now. Because she's kind of pogged up that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom, whereas I see it as, like, Marvel actually giving up the... At actually trying to make something original and instead just being like, we're going to bring back the people who made the earlier ones good and then just redo them. I mean, they're just movies at the end of the day. It's not that big of a deal, but... Don't hit restart, okay? Just figure out how to beat the levels. Okay, I'm restarting. You can run over the little gaps. Yeah, I know. I know. And yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty out on the Marvel stuff. The last one I saw was like, whichever one was most recent between either Shang-Chi or Spider-Man Multiverse Edition. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out whether it's like worse if he's not Tony Stark Multiverse, now Doctor Doom, or if it's worse if he is. Because they're both, like, somewhat bad, I think. Huge play. They didn't think you could do that. In a way, I almost think it's worse to just be like, oh, this isn't Tony Stark. This is just a guy who looks like Tony Stark. Because the audience is going to be like, oh shit, that's Tony Stark. Like, it's like they're trying to have their cake and eat it too. Anyway, it's just movies at the end of the day. It's not a big deal. And maybe it's good, man. Maybe, like, instead of making, like, mid-movies, they can bring the Russo brothers back, bring back Robert Downey Jr., and have it be, like, incredibly cynical, but, like, an 8 out of 10. Maybe that's the platonic ideal for superhero movies. It's not, like, art to begin with, not to be rude, but... You know, it's just there to keep the theaters alive. Nothing wrong with it. It's an issue with critics who can't see an actor in a different role. Buddy, come on. Like, really, though? It's like bringing Hugh Jackman back to play Sabretooth in a new Wolverine. And then when people are like, yeah, but he was like an iconic Wolverine, you're like, well, you just have no vision. He's just a... I know there's like 1,000 actors out there who could easily do the job, but like, no, Hugh Jackman's just the perfect choice to play Sabretooth, man. Worth it? Worth it? That's what we in the business call tech. Fuck you. We don't sweat this shit. Wow, we sweat it! Fuck you. Coyote jump? Apparently Shigeru's never heard of a coyote jump. Don't tell me to quit. I'm just getting started. This is 8-4. Yeah, that makes sense. 8-4. I know what I'm doing, man. So you start, go low. Ah! What? Go low, go low. Oh, fuck you, dude. You gotta go up. Okay, first one you go up, right here. Up and over. That buys us some time. Then you come back here and you do it all over again. Gotta go up, down the pipe. Yeah! Down the pipe into Shell Town. Oh, watch out for the fucking floaters, man. Me at my cataract exam. Okay, so obviously you got to take one of these. That's the one we came out through. It's not that one. It's that one. Third pipe. Now we fight Bowser. We're back at the start. I almost hit restart. I literally hit L, but I didn't hit the second. I didn't hit R. Why am I back at the start? One rule, you always take pipe after lava. Okay. Remember Benny lava? That's before lava. The rule is always take pipe after lava. There we go. Fuck you, Bowser! 10 minutes. Okay. Again. Again. I would like to think that we can do better than that. You want to know what the world record is? Nah, I don't really care. It's like, you know, we're dealing with this because, like, we were talking about tennis in the Discord. And someone said, I really want to get into tennis, but I'm 34 years old, so I think it's too late. And I was like, my man, what are you talking about? It's too late. Is it too late to be #1 on, like, the WTA tour? Yeah. It's way too late to be You had to start playing when you were, like, 2 years old or something like that. But, like, is it too late to be pretty good and have fun as long as you practice? No, not at all. See, like, what do I care about the world record for Mario, man? I'm not competing with Mitch Flower Power. I'm just out here trying to put down a better time than I put down yesterday. It's me against me. Oh, that's just... I mean, those are very precise jumps to get wrong. There's a warp zone ahead, people. There's going to be a Donkey Kong kill screen, in case you're curious. Do you have a tennis rating? Yeah, I'm a 1.5. Which is pretty, it's on the beginner side, let's put it that way. But I definitely graduated from 1. I might even be borderline 2. But I'm not trying to toot my own horn too much. Okay, just focus in here on World 8. 1.5 is basically like I can rally okay, but I would have more fun if it was consistent. Like 1 in 10, 1 in 20, forehands or backhands, I'm kind of shanking. But usually off the grip change, it's like I can hit like 50 forehands in a row, 50 backhands in a row. But if I have to switch from forehand to backhand, there's like a 25% chance I'm shanking it. We were kind of cooking on one of these levels, though. I don't remember if it's this one. No. I'm so close to... Fuck it! I'm restarting. Fucking thing sucks! I will say, I know we've talked about this many times before. Why was Bill O'Reilly so confused, man?
Now, I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Ready? Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
I feel like even seeing that clip as like a 16-year-old, I was like, even I know what play us out means, and I don't work in broadcasting yet.
What is...
For credits.
I don't know what that means, to play us out. What does that mean?
He's really freaking out, man. He's like, what does that mean, play us out? All you gotta do is throw it to Sting playing Desert Rose, man. It's no big deal.
Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live! Fucking thing sucks!
We take those. There were no words on it? That shit went platinum in 2004 E-Bombs World, though. I don't even think it was pre-YouTube. It's an all-time classic. Fucking thing sucks! I'll write it! We'll do it live! Fuck it! He's like ripping his shirt off and stuff. Like he's seriously in distress at that moment. Fuck you. I might be here for 2 hours, to be honest with you, and then I gotta put down a time in the championship. Enjoy your stream today. At least you're not talking about the election. What's controversial about the election? We're all voting for the same guy, right? Oh shit, Biden dropped out. I can't make that joke anymore. It used to work when there were two dudes running. Oh, man. I got bit by a raccoon last night. How dead am I? I think that's one of the bad ones, man. I think that is one of the bad ones. You should really go to the doctor. Like today. Did you really get bit by a raccoon? I don't know. I'm not trying to freak you out. I don't know if raccoons carry rabies. If it was a bat, you might want to get your affairs in order. But a raccoon, I would definitely at the very least go see a doctor. They're like the rabies animal. Yeah, but that being said, like, aren't there like 2 cases of rabies in the US every year? And there must be like at least 100 motherfuckers getting bitten by raccoons. That being said, you should definitely still go get checked out. I'm trying to strike a balance between the internet fervor of like, you're definitely going to die, but also not giving you like a false sense of security that you shouldn't worry about it. And if you're in Canada, I would suggest go to the doctor and tell them you want medically induced death. And they'll be like, okay, we got a special line for that. Like, you can go straight to the front of the line. And then when they go to give you the shot, be like, psych, I got bit by a raccoon. And they'll be like, oh, man, you tricked us. If we knew you maybe had rabies, we would have made you wait in the waiting room for like 18 hours. Bro, break the bricks? What bricks? The old level is bricks, Shigeru. Break the bricks on the W? Okay, the bricks of the W? Or the bricks on the W, because on has 2 different meanings, man. It could be above, or it could be the ones that make it up. You break the left arm of the W. Okay, okay. It's easy to infer? Yeah, it's even easier for you to just type what you mean. Follow the plant in. You're telling me I went down from lava and got to water? What in the notch is this? People in the 80s just had no standards, man. This just doesn't make scientific sense. Dark Souls 2 moment. Miyazaki's protege. Pumping his fist right now. Okay. Hardest enemy in video game history just dropped? Okay, I don't know what I was thinking with that one. We cut 2 minutes off our time. We can do better. I hope. I did take my kid to a birthday party this weekend. She was having an awesome time. Parents really blew it out. It was kind of sick. So it took place at like an indoor playgrounds. Like, I guess you could call it like a Chuck E. Cheese type situation. So first, like, they took the kids into the indoor playground and just, I don't know, like, it was kind of giving me anxiety that there was like maybe 100 kids in this indoor playground from the ages of like 2 to 10, and they were all, it was like a mosh pit in there, man. It was kind of, but then they only stayed there for like 40 minutes. Got to eat some pizza, got to eat some sushi. Now, don't tell me that they didn't know that there would be boys and girls attending the party when that was the menu. You know how I do it. You already know I'm addicted to it. And then, not to mention the chips, but after that, little piñata came out. Kids got to smack the piñata around a little bit. It was a lot of fun. It did make me laugh, though, that the person from the place who was, like, administering the piñata had to keep, like, putting the security guard gloves on and like pushing the kids back, because anytime like a piece of candy fell out, all the kids would like sprawl out on the floor and try to grab it, and he'd go, back, they stole their swing of the stick, get back. Then, just when I thought the party was over, the dude came out and said, hey, every kid here gets like one of these Dave & Buster's cards with 10 bucks on it to go play arcade games. So then we went and played a bunch of arcade games. It was really like it was Dr. Pangloss, man. It was the best of all worlds. Great party. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's the least they could do, because I had to deal with driving to Granville Island, which is like a, I mean, that's like a $500 penalty just to begin with. But I'd say we came out even to be at the end of it. +2. It does suck to drive there, people. It does. Is Sap ever coming back? No. Probably not. I would say like, with 99% certainty, not coming back. Wait, 6 is horrible, right? That's 6 fireworks. I was thinking about Sap, and it's a great game. I'm not knocking the game. I played it for like 2.5 years or something like that. I was thinking about Sap when the discussion was had this weekend about skill-based matchmaking, where Activision actually like A/B tested skill-based matchmaking and found that it drove the 90% of players who were not in the top 10% of skill out of the game, and then slowly drove the remaining 10% out as they ended up in like the bottom non-tile, I guess you would call it. So I was like, that was Sap for me, man. The game got increasingly difficult. New blood stopped coming in. Eventually, I went from being like top 50% to bottom 50%, and I said, fuck this, man. I don't know what the fuck a mana demon does. I'm out of here. Things got very, very serious in that game very fast. As soon as they added the mana and the mythical creatures, I was a bit out of my wheelhouse, because, you know, I kind of like know what a fish does. Like, you see it in the wild, you're like, I bet when this bitch levels up, he gives 1/1 to everything around him. They start to hit you with like a chupacabra and shit like that, and the Mothman. I'm like, I don't know what's up with this guy. I haven't seen the Deborah Messing movie. This will be the next 5 hours. Can I just say something, though? Even if this is, well, the next 3 hours, even if this is the next 3 hours, at least it's not Metroid 1. Like, at least this game is actually good. +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2. Developers. 7 and 6 is the worst, man! Fuck it, restart it. Little jumps. Fuck Lakitu. That's bullshit. That one's bullshit. You know it. I know it. Everybody saw it. What the hell was that? Slow down. Okay, don't fuck around for no reason. Okay, that's what we're looking for. There you go. We're right back in it. This is now muscle memory. Cousin Angelo, what's that smell? It's a slice of provolone. Sorry, I'm recentering myself with the words of power. Cousin Angelo, what the heck is that smell? It's a slice of provolone. 447. I feel like we might be in tight to beat a PB on this one, but good RNG manipulation. We got a low hammer, bro. That's big for us. For a guy like me, that can make all the difference. You're seeing my inputs. You're seeing me press the jump button. So somebody tell me why this guy is deciding not to use his God-given feet and legs to place himself higher into the air and stop pissing me off. Oh my God. 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 Busta Rhymes on the track. Game design. Game design alley. You have to make that jump. And it's very makeable. The Goomba is not supposed to be in memory, Shigeru. That one stung. I thought I did enough to curtail our momentum. And good Bowser. Okay, fine. We go again. We go again. Wow, dude, that's good speed. Now, again, my pipe entrance is not the best, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. 2 minutes and 36 seconds entering World 8-1. Now, this is where you gotta put on your big boy pants. Go to the big Gen X talking to their employees. You gotta put on your big boy pants. Go to the big boy factory and pick up a big boy keyboard and write a big boy email that there's gonna be a big boy meeting and all big boys are required to attend. It's going to happen at 12 o'clock noon in the break room. It's time to put on the big boy pizza boxes. It's a company mandated. All hands required. Fuck you. Company mandated all hands required team building exercise. Boo. We're gonna go to Top Golf. Yay! It's on Saturday. Boo. There's alcohol. Yay! You can only have 2 drinks. Boo. Yeah, because Sarah's a recovering alcoholic. We can only have mocktails at the company team building exercise. Bro, brother. That one was only 2 seconds off the world record. That's pretty sick. So with like 2 seconds, that's like one of the smallest amounts of time. Like we basically, maybe we'll get it on the next one is what you're trying to say, I think. In so many words. I mean 2. Prezzo, it was a reference to you. I just failed 2 exams. Should I drop out of university? You're fine. 2 is one of the smallest numbers. Great tweet. One of the few Prezzo tweets I feel comfortable referencing on stream. 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. Amy Mann didn't know what the fuck she was talking about, man. You ever hear of 0? Or like, God forbid, negative numbers? She didn't find out about that shit till Tuesday. Okay, take me up. She's like, 1 is one of the loneliest numbers that I've ever known. Oh, shit. There's numbers that are much worse than 1. There's like negative 371. Harry Nilsson wrote that song? Okay, good for Harry Nilsson. Fucking Joe Biden wrote Camptown Races. Charlie XCX still has a definitive version. Sorry, Harry Nilsson stand. Sorry, okay? At least it wasn't like Justin, who said that Cats in the Cradle was by Rush. Saved. Miyamoto giveth and Miyamoto taketh away. We should have been hit by the turtle, in my opinion. Somehow it worked. God, I would love... You know what? Don't focus on the result. Focus on 6 inches in front of you. It would be nice to see an S, but why? Why would it be nice to see an S? So that I don't have to do this again. Unless I wanted to. Why do I want to be rewarded for mediocrity? See, that's the ultimate question right there. Make it! Okay, he's on a fucked up cycle. We purged the weakness from our body and gotten an S tier on Mario. Okay. Now, I think we can do better, but it's only Monday. Let's mix it up and have some fun, okay? So let's take a look at survival mode this week. What are we doing? We got Kirby, Argumentus, Excite Bike, Argumentus. Let's start with Silver and practice a little bit here, okay? I know Kirby Tech now, so I should be okay. Run, you sack of shit. I fucked it up. I fucked it up already. Whatever, it's Silver. Cry about it. What the hell is this? You're not even boosting. Thank God for Silver, bro. Let me in the door. Oh my God, we still lost. Fuck you. So we're just working the Mario through. We're just working the Mario through. Tippy tappa, tippy tappa, tippy tappa. Here's your begin your tippy tappas. 7th. I thought that was pretty good. I honestly, oh, did you see that? What, that skeleton is a penis, man. You can't put that in a Nintendo game. The skeleton's slinging his shit out there. Did you see that? That skeleton's got a boner, dude. Yeah! He's putting the shit out there, dude. I gotta take that icon. Why did they make up go through the door but also jump? Why did they make up go through the door but also jump? That was a good run, though. They had 6 buttons. Fuck you. You will never be Morph Ball. I knew Morph Ball. You will never be Morph Ball. You couldn't hold a candle to Death Mountain Duel. Any Excite Bike special interest Andes in chat right now? I need your help. Yeah! New PB. Jerry. Hello, Argumentus. Hello, Jerry. Why do they both have the same voice? We own you, Jerry. We own you. Even on my worst run, I own you. There's a gold for us. You ever dig a hole? Once. Give me a second here so I can tell the story. My sister and brother-in-law were building a campfire pit that they were going to then brick up and like make campfires in so they could toast marshmallows outside. So they gave me a shovel and basically told me to just start digging in this area. I was digging with my mother-in-law, and she doesn't speak English very well, so she would like tell me something in Korean, and then I would start doing what I thought she was wanted me to do. And then after like 10 minutes, she would look at what I did and like shake her head and go like say something else in Korean and like refill the fucking hole that I just dug and then like dig a hole somewhere else and say something to me in Korean. And I was getting a little tilted because I was like, why am I wasting my kilocalories out here digging a hole when like obviously my efforts are not appreciated? Like I would love to have helped, but they weren't giving me any information. That's textbook. That's an A! I think I was 1048 as an S, so whatever, we were close. You should probably learn Korean. I can't say what I want to say here. Wow, honestly, who was that? Jake, you're a stud. Game recognizes game, okay? That was a great performance. I got an S, he got a better S. I can't be mad about that. I'm mad a little bit when I throw. I had a pretty solid argumentus. He brought the heat. I do need to change my avatar. Hey, Apollo, have you seen the avatar that's a skeleton with a big boner? If I win this one, I'll reward myself. Yeah, that's pretty. That's my new PB. New argumentus PB is kind of crazy. First. That could have beaten Jake. You know, it coulda, shoulda, woulda. That's what I'm gonna say about that. So I'm gonna guess that skeleton was from The Legend of Zelda. Hang on, I can do this. It's right there. Oh man, that's fucking good, dude. That is fucking sick. Oh man. That's beautiful. We should do some more speedrun mode, okay? I mean, there's a lot of game to get through. Apollo, did you ever get all the way through Metroid? It's got some of the boss battles of all time. How about Super Mario Brothers 2? I gotta admit, as much as I'm not a Mario Brothers 2 sort of guy, they brought the heat with the soundtrack. Enter the Pyramid. I've never seen this far into this game, and I'm just being honest with you. Do you need to take the snake, or is he just doing tricks on it? Toad runs faster when he carries stuff. That's fucking sick, dude. I'm gonna get the first snake then. Fuck you. But I can't hold dash. Fuck you. I'm not going to AGDQ with this shit, man. Don't release B? Bro, you gotta release B in order to grab a snake, though. Oh, wait, no. He's fucking zooming, dude. That is new tech. Okay, listen, there's improvements in the route. I don't want to see that shit ever again. How much Super Mario 2 is there? Not that much. Not that much. Whoops. Okay, what do you want from me? Pull up the rocket? I swear, I've never seen this before in my entire life, man. What is this? What's the worst number 2 in a series? Mario or Dark Souls? I feel like I have to say Dark Souls because I know it better. Whereas like Mario 2, I can't really like insult it because familiarity breeds contempt and I'm very unfamiliar with it. Dark Souls 2 is not that bad. True. But like all the other games in the series, and I mean like including Sekiro and Bloodborne, are like so good that it just doesn't make sense like why it's not as good. We take that. That might be the best ever. It's not as good as Lies of P, that's for sure. I'm taking a shot every time NL says fuck you. Yeah, don't do that. You'll die. And also, like, even if you don't die, like, that's just too much alcohol, man. You're gonna be... It's not gonna be good. Let's put it that way. You floaty son of a bitch. Get in the pot, man! I'll do a shot of water then. No, don't do that either. That's like... It's kind of like homeschool energy. No disrespect to the homeschoolers out there. You already know I'm obsessed with it. I'm gonna take a shot every time you have a Costco anecdote. Well, you're gonna be drinking too little. Like, your cardiologist is gonna be mad at you for not having your, like, 1 bottle of wine a day or whatever. Even, like, Kate is Costco pilled. She was trying to, like, seduce me to go to Costco by reading, like, all the sales that were in the catalog last week. And I have to admit, like, this is one where they were sending their best. Like, everything, oh wow, I'll take it. Everything I buy was on sale, but we still didn't make it. It's so far to go, man. Who the fuck is Mouser? Who is this guy, man? It's Mouser, let's go. I feel like I woke up from like a coma or something. Folks, we have a boss fight that's giving Metroid a run for its money. Owned by Mouser. They're calling it the most annoying boss fight in history. Like, is this like their Bowser? Stop dropping the shit off the back, Mario! Bowser who? I don't know what to tell you guys. I miss jumping on the motherfuckers' heads. We had kind of a good run going for a second there. The music is pissing me off. Get through the fucking gap, dude! Door's stuck! Door's stuck! It took Squeaks a whole stream to S-rank this. This Mouser level, or like all of Super Mario Brothers the second? I mean, I'm saying there's a reason they don't talk about Super Mario Brothers 2 as much as they talk about Super Mario Brothers 3, and let's just leave it at that. One time I got stuck in a door and Mario fucked my butt. Shut the fuck up, Spicy Camilla! How are you under every, like, trending tweet? Get out of here. Oh my god. What the fuck are the physics, man? What are the physics? I'm in. Yes! Get me out of here! I don't want to see that shit ever again! Cloud top climb. Reach the cloud atop the waterfall. Oh, it's Metroid. How are you so much better than Squeaks? Squeaks grew up in the 3D era, man. I grew up in the 2D era. I've got, like, slightly different muscle memory. If there was, like, a Nintendo World Championships Grand Theft Auto role-playing, like, he would rinse me, dude. I wouldn't even be in the conversation. He's old, though? He's younger than you, Kate. Oops, 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 oops. That's not how you should treat your wife? But she's Hayden! He's literally 33. No, he's 29, man. He's 30? I don't know. Chib is 24. I don't know how old Chiblee is, honestly. He's funny. That's the only thing that matters. Guys with anime profile pictures be like, that's a hard 30, lol. So true. That's kind of become, I mean, I'm a reactionary when it comes to this stuff. That's how I feel whenever anybody's like, you know, I only drink water, and I'm like, you're the most unhealthy looking person I've ever seen in my life. Why would I care what you put in your body? Diet soda's bad for you. Okay, well, like, how many have you been drinking a day? I'll keep it under that level. Jeez Louise, man. Why are you going after people? Because they go after the streamers from their ivory towers. They go, oh, you look old for your age. Does anybody even know how you look? I'm just asking. I'm secure in myself. I know that I'm getting hotter because my wife has started negging me. The other day, on Saturday, she wasn't feeling well, so I did a full day of childcare. End of the day, brushing my teeth. She said, stick out your tongue. I stuck it out. She said, you got to brush your tongue better. I said, I'm familiar with your game. Honestly, I just take that as a compliment at this point. If you got to try to take me down a peg, that means that I've been climbing. Now, I'm just trying to keep up with you. There's no need for us to resort to like that level of personal attack, man. It's so real. I'm just calling it like I see it, okay? I'm not trying to get in trouble. Show your tongue? No, I need to buy a tongue scraper. That shit's gonna be here. Amazon Prime. They're gonna ruin two motherfuckers' days to get that shit on my doorstep by like 7:15 p.m. tonight for sure. I gotta mix up my dentist, man. She didn't give me a tongue scraper. Although last time I had a checkup, they tried to give me fluoride twice, which I guess is like a positive. Honestly, I don't want to be too rude, but I think like my dental hygienist, like her head's not in the game completely. Like she doesn't want to be a career dental hygienist, which is fine. But like, I had to tell her. She was like filling up the tray with fluoride and stuff. And I was like, they gave me fluoride already. You were in here. And she was like, oh, thank you for telling me. Haha. Like, I don't really mind. I just don't think there's any reason I need to be here for another 10 minutes getting a second dose of fluoride, honestly. I do love the way she runs, man. Fuck you. I hate this shit, man. That is how people skedaddle in chat when they get called out. Yeep. Some 14-year-old with like 28-year-old parents. You look old for your age. Them standing on 7 chairs to get the apple cinnamon Cheerios out of the pantry. Who even is this dude? Here's my problem is I got no aura. Like, this isn't Peach. You'll never be Peach, man. Fuck you. Can I say, I don't want to insult people who are just living their lives. I know I mentioned this. I went to 2 garage sales this weekend. Has it always been this way? Have garage sales always been something where it's like, you think it's going to be cool, but then it's just a bunch of people putting garbage outside of their house? And then you like look at it and you're like, I already got enough garbage outside or inside of my house. I don't need to buy more. Kinda. Post eBay, yeah. Because I think like now, I kind of thought that this is how the garage sale, not trick, but the concept was, hey, I got a bunch of shit I want to get rid of. Maybe I'm going to underprice some of it because like I can't be fucked. I just want to get rid of the clutter. So maybe I end up selling you $30 shoes for $2, you know? But most of the time, it's gonna be like pure garbage and you're gonna pick up like 8 necklaces for $1.50. But now, like I was at one of them and the lady who was running the garage sale, she was like running a side hustle on Facebook Marketplace. She was like, hey, somebody on Facebook Marketplace just offered me $50 for these snowshoes. And I'm like, damn girl, who fucking asked? No disrespect. I didn't want the snowshoes to begin with. Now that I hear they're going to cost me at least $51, my ass wants them even less. I didn't realize that it's like, hey, I got a bunch of shit I don't want, but first, let me see how much I could get for it on eBay. Like, okay, then sell it on eBay. Why don't you go inside of your house, sit down on your couch, stop wasting everybody's time? I'm sorry, I just can't be fucked with this cloud top climb. I'd rather do lots of things. I'd rather do almost anything else, to be honest with you. Thank you for saving us. What are we at? 12:47? I haven't even finished my water yet, man. Estate sales are cooked as well. Everybody hires a company. All right, I'm going back into it. It's so crazy that there's someone in chat calling this quiet quitting and saying I should play Elden Ring DLC instead. When Elden Ring DLC is like the ultimate quiet quitting, man. Not really, but okay. Okay, explain how Elden Ring is more meritorious than playing Nintendo World Championships. Let me guess. It's a real game? Brother, this is like 12 real games at the same time. Also, this is harder than the Elden Ring DLC. Imagine if you finally beat Mesmer and they were like, oh, yeah, but you're only in like the 3rd percentile in your age group. You'd be like, oh shit, I gotta spend the next 35 hours trying to beat Mesmer. Also, Elden Ring can't be that hard. Miss Mika beat it on a guitar controller and with mind control simultaneously. So it's definitely easier than this shit. The last boss is so hard, you wouldn't get it. The last boss on my highly optimized Fextra Life certified strength build, it took me 3 tries. It's the hardest boss I've ever fought. Listen to yourself, man. What have they done to you? He's no mouser. Oh, man. When did NL do a 180 on Elden Ring? I didn't do a 180 on Elden Ring. I just don't really want to play it. That's not a 180. That's like when you beat a game, not immediately wanting to play it again. That's like a fucking straight line, man. Which I guess is a 180, but or a 0 or a 360. I don't know. I got to think about it. I dropped out of school in the 11th grade. I did almost do another Lies of P playthrough instead, but that's because I want to play Lies of P again. It's worse than Elden? Yeah, chicken tenders are worse than filet mignon. What's for dinner tonight at your house? +2 except Lies of P is the filet mignon. That's true, but a lot of people, you know, they don't have eyes to see it, unfortunately. That last Shy Guy he's a piece of work. That kind is all of a piece, man. Fuck you, you floaty bitch. Come on, dude. Lock in. Tee-hee-hee ass fucking scurrying run. Fuck you, dude. How about a Dark Souls remastered playthrough? You will never be 17 years old on summer vacation again. Kill the past. Let it die. Kylo Ren. Fuck you. You can play the hits again when they're 3 minutes long. You can't play the hits again when they're 40 hours long. I mean, if you went to a Weezer concert and they played the Sweater song like 7 times, you'd be like, Weezer's washed. And we'd be like, yeah, brother, it's 2024. You're just figuring it out? Any fuck-ass jumps here? Honestly, all of these jumps are harder than any jump in Super Mario Bros. 1. Can you just suck on your own shit, you fucker? You're comparing Dark Souls to Weezer? Miyazaki has never made Pinkerton, okay? That's all I'm saying. Fuck you. There's a trick to this one? Yeah, let me guess. Your teacher asked you for a 10-page essay. You wrote 9 pages and then put a picture of Jimmy Page on the cover. Excuse me, teacher, that's 10 pages? Sometimes there's no shortcut. You just have to do the work. Now, sometimes there is a shortcut. Is there a shortcut to this one? It's a dad joke. Thank you. I am a dad. I know you're making fun, but that goes kind of hard. I'm not really making fun. I'm just trying to make you have fun. Then people are like, why is he so mad? And I'm like, oh, right, I forgot. People forgot what like real anger looks like because they don't go outside anymore. You got to spend some time in a car, man. This is not real anger. This is video game anger. This is simulatory. This is nothing. I didn't even consider that. She's got butter shoes, dude! Spending 4 or 5 days around family after moving out. Now that's real anger. You need to appreciate your parents while you still got them, man. Come on. Shouldn't be mild annoyance. Sure, mild annoyance. You're like, Mom, I'd already told you I can handle my own lunch today or something like that. You just go rest. But like anger? It seems maladjusted to me. I think the problem today is people are so eager to cut other people out of their life. No one's eager to cut people into their life. Get in here, guys. We're gonna hug it out, okay? There has to be a reason for the hover ability. The reason is because she's wearing a dress and it's 1987. This shit was not made for Mitch Flower power, okay? Darling! I never want to see this shit again as long as I live. She's so slippery, man. She's so slippery. When did Peach dye her hair? I think this is Swayze, right? This is not Daisy or Peach. This is Swayze. Slippery Biden. Slippery Biden. Peach is wearing butter sandals. Peach is wearing butter sandals. Slippery Biden. I still think they were kind of cooking something up with Slippery Skibidi Biden, man. I know we've been over it, but... Massive -2. Almost as bad as Hak Tua. It's nice to make you laugh, but it's even funnier to make you mad. That's the thing. That's the thing you gotta realize about humor, people. You're the fucking worst, man. If you jump right as you land, you jump higher, which will get you over the third Shy Guy. Joe, is this true? Because I felt like I jumped right as I land there. I would never lie. Okay, I guess what I'm asking is, do you believe it's true? Because there are sometimes I don't get... Like, wait a minute. Joe's cooking, dude. Joe's cooking! Get me out of here, Joe! Skibidi, my talkie! Joe is using speedrunner language! I've never seen this shit in my life, dude. There's whales in this game. Pull up and board the rocket. This game looks sick. I'm dead. I died. I don't want to see any more Nintendo World Championship levels that are like jump on, like ascend 20 moving platforms. I guess they were stationary, but you get the idea. I'm kind of shit-talking Metroid. Why don't you use your fucking your umbrella, man? I think it's because I'm actually too good. So I can't hover because I'm off screen. Fuck you. Just go slightly slower? That's not the game. Tennis court anecdotes? There aren't any, except I will say, you know, having been at like 6:30 a.m. Oh, never mind. That was actually like way better. 2 times on the weekend. There are a lot of motherfuckers who show up at the tennis courts at like 6:50 and then literally like stretch for 45 minutes occupying a court while they wait for their opponent to show up. I'm finding that it's a tragedy of the commons that reminds me a little bit of the cafeteria, and I'll just talk about it for a second because we haven't had that much banter, even though it's been only banter. It reminds me a lot of the food court dilemma that people hate me for speaking the truth. I think you shouldn't be able to reserve a seat in the food court unless you have your food. Because I know that the reason you are getting the seat reserved is because you're worried that there won't be any seats available when you get your food. But what that means is that the seats that are there for people to sit in while they eat their food are being like 30% used by people who don't have their food yet, which makes a longer queue and it backs everybody up. It's like it's a traffic analog, you know? So the same thing at the tennis courts is that I feel like you shouldn't be able to like reserve a tennis court and just do yoga on it for like 30 minutes until your lazy opponent shows up. It's like, you know, was I a little pissed when restaurants started to do the thing that was like, we won't seat you unless your whole party is there? Sure, because sometimes my whole party wasn't there. But then, you know, you start to realize, like, they're doing it for a reason. Maybe it's better this way. Hang on, just a slightly slower. Thinking about food courts is boomer energy. Yeah, I know. Leaving your house is boomer energy. Okay, now, can we talk about, like, real issues? Instead of like, holy fuck, this guy's in his 30s. I don't know the game drama from this weekend. I was outside. I'm sure there was some. Seems like there always is. Can you use your floater? Did you learn backhand? Yeah, I'm one of those fucked up Andys where like my backhand's actually more consistent than my forehand. I think I gotta change my grip or something. Boom. Did you see China versus Canada in badminton? No. Let me guess. We won. Straight sets. Canada clears China in badminton, dude. Badminton, table tennis, all that stuff. Isn't China the best at table tennis? We say a lot of things satirically here, Apollo. You know what? I would consider... I'm having a good time seeing some of the highlights of the Olympics. I'm not trying to be a cynic about it necessarily. You know what would be hype? Canada versus US gold medal basketball in the men's tournament. That would be sick. I would buy a Dylan Brooks jersey if Canada beats America in the Summer Olympics. Absolutely. Why are there 20 swimming medals but 1 basketball? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I feel like in order to make it a meritocracy in the overall medal standings, you should get the number of medals that is, like, on the team, in my opinion. Or at least, like, a gold medal in basketball should count as 5 gold medals in the overall rankings. Because there's a starting 5, man. Now, should soccer count as 11? Nah, because Olympic soccer isn't where they send their best. It's a free medal for the USA. Nah, Canada takes it this year for sure. LeBron's washed. Jason Tatum, he's a diva, not a team player. Who else is on that garbage team? Steph Curry, 3-point merchant. If they ever got rid of the 3-pointer, he'd be washed. Kevin Durant, washed. Who else? Bam Adebayo, defense merchant. Defense doesn't win championships in the Olympics. Anthony Edwards, Adam Sandler's favorite co-star from his 2021 movie Hustle. Actors can't play basketball. Next question. Why don't you float? I'm losing it, man. Tyrese Halliburton, the pride of Indiana. Nothing but respect. Basically, fuck Super Mario Brothers 2. I'm going to say it. This is unironically like Super Mario Brothers 2, Dan's game. Super Mario Brothers 2 Japan, bat chest. Lost Levels clears this shit easily. Although, I will say the music in this does go hard. I'll give it that. I'm begging you to finish a run. You need to find intrinsic enjoyment in your life. You need to get into overnight oats, motherfucker. We're changing the world, people. I'm getting my chin dimple back. Overnight oats merchant. Mickey Mouse breakfast. Couldn't hang in Jordan's generation when everyone was eating gruel. I don't eat breakfast. I'm allergic to oats. Okay, it's honestly, no disrespect. I don't know who you are. It's not all about you, though. That's the first thing you need to know. It's not all about you. Any tips to have it not come out mushy? It kind of is mush. I think that's worth noting. I guess my question would be, what do you want it to come out as? If not mush. It might be one of the mushiest foods out there. I also have to say, in my opinion, I got scammed, okay? Let's talk about it for a second. I was at the fruit market. Not a grocery store, a fruit market, okay? On Friday. What did I get? I got nectarines. DL Guigo was right. The nectarines go crazy this year. I got Envy apples because they didn't have Cosmic Crisps, okay? And then I was just walking by the plum section, and one of the workers there, she's like a 70-year-old Chinese lady, was like, you should get that bag of plums. They're delicious. I was feeling very like cosmopolitan, very in touch with my fellow man. I said, you know what? You just sold me. I'm going to get a bag of plums. Took that shit up to the cash register. Scanned the nectarines, scanned the apples, scanned my bananas, scanned the plums. She said, that'll be $52. I said, 52 what? 52 what? Paid for it. Like an idiot. Checked the receipt. Bag of plums was $19.86, bro. She sold the shit out of me. Are they good? I would say, like, they're about as good as, like, other plums. So, like, they're okay. But, like, and there are a lot of them. Like, I don't think it's, like, it wasn't, like, 2 plums. But I was still like, damn. Plums are an autumn fruit? I don't know. I didn't have DL Guiga in the store with me. He was preparing for the ACTs. She must have been a spy. She worked at the store. Did I not mention that she worked at the store? Next time, though, I mean, the fruit from the market was good. Next time I'm in there, I'm going to put my fucking AirPods in, though. I'm not letting anybody get into my bubble and break my frame. And I know what you're going to say. Did you take them out of the fridge? Yeah, I tried them in the fridge. Then I tried them out of the fridge. They're still good, okay? I got them on the counter right now. I just didn't want to be overrun by fruit flies. Now, you got to recommend an overpriced fruit to someone at the store? The lady who recommended the fruit worked at the store. Am I... Am I suffering brain death right now? I don't work at the fruit market. Why don't I have the same incentives that she does, man? I wish I did. It sounds like they're working on commish. And honestly, like, this time of the year, the fruit sells itself, man. How much time do you have to go fruit shopping daily? I mean, I'd say I'd probably hit the grocery store 3 to 4 times a week. Here's the trick. Leave your house to pick up your kid from daycare and then realize that, like, you know, you need something. It makes it pretty easy to fit in. She doesn't float. She simply doesn't float. She simply doesn't float. Other trick, work less than 30 hours a week. Well, I wouldn't know, buddy, because I work 31 hours a week. Also, here's another trick for you. Don't watch House of the Dragon. That'll free up a lot of time for you. Sorry, Apollo. I don't make... That's a stray for you. You didn't really ask for that. Don't ask me if I saw China versus Canada in the first round of Olympic badminton. That'll give you more time to buy fresh food. Fuck you, man. Rapidly tapping jump helps you float farther. Okay, you ready? Yeah, it's possibly the worst piece of advice I've ever received in my life. And my first doctor was so old that he told me I should smoke more cigarettes. It's ridiculously bad, but you should be ashamed of yourself. That story's not true, but there's an ounce of truth in it. I had bad eyes as a kid. So when I was like 5 or 6, my mom took me to the pediatrician, who was probably in his 60s in the early 1990s. So we're talking like this guy was old, right? They made them older back then. He gave me an eye test, which I can only imagine that I've failed badly. And then my mom was like, does he need glasses? And then he said, he'll probably never be able to be a jet pilot, but he doesn't need glasses. Maybe 7 or 8 years later, I was watching the Super Bowl with my parents, and I said, Mom, what's the score? And she said, holy shit, you can't read the TV. Now, please keep in mind, I'm a little on the older side. The TVs were a lot smaller back then. And she was basically like, holy shit, you can't read that? And I was like, nah, I haven't been able to ever. And they were like, you got to go see an optometrist. And I said, okay. Took the optometrist test. Probably got like a 0, and everybody thought, like, at first they thought I was deliberately trying to throw on the test to get glasses and be cool. Then they were like, yeah, he probably should have been wearing glasses like his entire life up to this point. Thanks a lot. I'm not gonna, you know, name drop him because, like, just playing the odds, the pediatrician is definitely fucking dead now because he was 65 in 1993, but, like, kind of screwed me a little bit. Yeah, just fall. Just fall, man. No, I'm not saying I got the last laugh. Is there a float meter? No, you just gotta... If she goes off the screen, she doesn't like floating, man. You guys are... The jumps don't fucking work, man. The jumps don't work. What's her deal? I don't know, man. You know how she is. She doesn't jump, man. She goes slower. It's a speedrun game, dude! Worst potato chip you've ever had? I don't know the answer to that question, but I will say, Magresta, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, okay? When you said on Twitter, you didn't at me in the tweet, but you said, don't believe Canadians, ketchup chips and all-dressed chips are not all that. I just replied. I forgot that, like, by me replying, like, it creates an asymmetry. You're allowed to not like ketchup chips and all-dressed chips. And even I'll say ketchup chips, like, I can see it. But I'm surprised. I disagree. I think ketchup chips are pretty good. I'm surprised at the unwarranted all-dressed hate. I don't think there's any reason for that. It's just great flavored salt. I used to think ketchup chips were the default as a kid. They should be, man. I know I've had this take before. Maybe they shouldn't be the default. But of flavor should be the default instead of regular. It's the same way people are like, oh, you can't do anything fun because of, like, liability. You can't wear your roller skates inside of Costco because of insurance issues. I was at that birthday party this weekend for a 6-year-old. They had 2 kinds of chips. They nailed everything except the chips, okay? And there was pizza, there were chicken tenders, there was sushi, there were chips, there were fruits, there was candy. The 2 kinds of chips they had, Ruffles plain, Tostitos round with no salsa. You know why they had to have Ruffles plain? Is because they want to get something that appeals to everybody. I got no problem with plain as long as it's in addition to another thing. But at least, come on. Throw some barbecue in it. Throw some ketchup in it. Throw some sour cream and onion. Even though it's not my favorite flavor, I would accept making the flavor franca for potato chips, sour cream and onion. Who's not going to be stoked to have a sour cream and onion chip instead of a Lay's regular? Like a Lay's regular in a pinch, sure, if the factory's out of the good salts, but you could make the default sour cream and onion and nobody would bat an eye. It would be a net good for humanity. Sour cream and onion is awful. You are putting on airs. The human brain is designed to eat sour cream and onion chips and send a message to your cerebrum that it's the greatest food you've ever consumed. Sorry, you're pretending. You're LARPing. You're LARPing as Gordon Ramsay. You're LARPing as Anthony Bourdain. It's in your DNA. The aftertaste is bad. You know what the aftertaste is when I have a sour cream and onion chip? Another sour cream and onion chip, because after I taste it, I'm tasting it. You learn to float! What about shrimp flavored chips? Cat food. People don't like my takes on these. But, you know, I lived in Korea. I'm just one guy. I'm not trying to tear down the I can't wait till I go to Japan one day industry. There's some great Korean snacks. There's some great Japanese snacks. The way people talk about it as if it's like Middle Earth inside of a Japanese 7-Eleven kind of like drives me crazy. Yes, it's a great place to go get like some onigiri for breakfast or something like that. It's not as good as like a real restaurant, man. It's just, I'm begging you. Especially like when those videos where they like go into a 7-Eleven and they buy like a Calbee pizza flavored potato chip and then review it like it's the Great British Bake Off. This shit makes me laugh like every time, man. We would never get pizza-flavored chips in North America. Oh, really? What about Pringles? Yeah, but these aren't Pringles, man. In Japan, they're doing it a little bit different. They're like Ruffles, kind of. It's a totally different, because it's just better, man. It's just better there. The sandwiches go pretty hard, too. Yeah, if you like a sandwich that's 80% mayonnaise baked on like the worst Wonder Bread of all time. I do. More power to the more. If a lot of people loved each other, the world would be a better place to live. Tommy Wiseau. Why would you not get onigiri if you're in Japan? First off, when I'm in Japan, I get onigiri. Secondly, one answer might be because your ass is there for like fucking 14 days or something like that. You might want to mix it up a little bit. Can't eat at Jiro Dreams of Sushi restaurant every night, man. It's the hardest level in video game history. You ever consider making this for Checkpoint League? No PB recorded yet. That's because I'm a different kind of beast. I'm just gonna get S tier the first time I finish the level. Please just set a time. I'm trying. That's what's gonna drive you crazy. I'm trying. Now it's pissing me off because I remember that I paid 40 bucks for this shit. Please just slow down a tiny bit. Oh, here I go. Oh, I slowed down a tiny bit and I fell in the water. Here. There you go. There you go. Okay, slowed down. See, now what am I supposed to... I just fell in the water because she's got margarine shoes, man! Christian Margeron. Thank you so much for letting me up. Okay. We at least got a time. We need to hit the water jet elevator first try. We can't stall for that. That's good enough. You don't understand. You don't get it. One day this shit's gonna be in the finals, and I'm gonna fucking... I'm gonna make you ashamed of your words and your deeds, okay? I'm gonna make you bend the knee. Can he not jump when he's on the ground? Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, brother. That's the thing, fucking Schrodinger's Doki Doki Panic. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you just float off the edge. All right, already, we all float off. This is my mesmer. I know, it was mine too. Oh my god, I floated. You can float up there, okay. Float earlier. Float at the height of your jump. At the peak of the height of your jump. That's it. Wait, okay, we got new tech at the start. Yeah, you just need to slow it down. You do need to slow it down a second there. You're just now figuring it out, Keck W. You have to realize that I'm not like other streamers. You insulting my video game prowess is actually, like, I'm so fucking normal that it's actually complimentary to me. And in fact, casts great aspersions on the strength of your own character that you think it's, like, societally valuable to be good at Super Mario Bros. 2 Doki Doki Panic Edition. It makes you look like what you're trying to make me look at in your eyes. It's like that classic "You're so skibidi, like you don't know this song is about you" type situation. You know, that Carly Simon bit. Like, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I'm out there, you know, teaching my kid how to throw a frisbee with a fucking wicked left hook. I'm out there taking her to pasta restaurants, and then when we walk in, she's like, "Why are we here?" And I'm like, "You said you wanted pasta." And she's like, "Yeah, not this pasta." And I'm like, fuck, dude, now I gotta drive to the other side of the fucking neighborhood? I mean, that's what my weekends are looking like. Picked up my daughter from her class. I said, "Kate, do you want anything for lunch?" She said, "Where are you going?" I said, "The name of an Italian restaurant." She said, "Get me one of their sandwiches." I said, "No problem, my kid loves their pasta." Or our kid loves their pasta. Went to the restaurant. She said, "I don't like the pasta here," just walked out. Went to a different pasta restaurant. All of a sudden, I'm like, fuck, I gotta go back to the other side of the... I gotta go back to the first restaurant to get the sandwich that I promised my wife. By the time I got the sandwich back, it was time to pick up my kid from the activity that I dropped her off at after we had lunch. It never ends, man. Beautiful. Land here. Stall. Don't stall. I was gonna let you have it. I was gonna hit you with a combination the likes of which you haven't seen since fucking, I don't know, something that's famous for combinations. A safe cracker. Fuck you, dude. Best combination since Pizza Hut Taco Bell. One day I gotta make a trip out to that Taco Bell in Port Coquitlam, man. I gotta know. I gotta know. I gotta know what all the fuss is about. Told you. The fuck is this? World 1-1 Dream Run? Clear World 1-1 Dream Run? One day I gotta learn the lore of why they made like the perfect video game. And then when they made the second one, they said, nah, bro. We're gonna like completely change everything. Is this even where I'm supposed to be? Like what what am I doing, man? How do you not know the lore? Because I'm fucking watching, like, Russian movies, man. Not YouTube essays. I'm not really watching much of anything these days, except what I eat after dinner. But if I were... That's not true. I did watch, like, 17 minutes of The Matrix on Friday. Like, they really fundamentally changed the DNA of Mario, huh? They said, you know how you jumped on enemies' heads? That was the only way you could interact with them in the first game? Well, in the second game, it doesn't do anything. Have fun. Eat shit. BRB, signing my kid up for the Olympics. You, when you find out that being the best 25-meter rapid pistol shooter in the world still means you have to work Monday to Friday as a dental hygienist. I know, it's not fair. It's not fair. But then it's our fault, because we're only watching that shit once every 4 years, if even then. Meanwhile, like, you know, Jason Tatum's making like 45 million a year. He's not even good at basketball. Hey, NL, just want you to know Jason Tatum's actually pretty good at basketball. Oh, really? Who won Finals MVP this year, then? Skibidi Jalen. Brown is boosting Tatum, stat line. Brown is boosting Tatum, stat line. I'm Skibidi Tatum. Dude, I know you hate it now, but in like a couple of days, people are going to be like, they're going to start to admit it. They're going to say, honestly... I hated it at first, reflexively, but the skibidi bits are kind of hidden now. What?! Fuck you. If you blow up some rocks on the left door, you get a skip to Birdo. Fuck you, man. Someone should check on the shots after fuck you guy. You could do like a push-up every time I say fuck you. That'd be like fine. Don't do it. I mean, it's Monday. You're really gonna do like 100 shots? Like that's just not. That's a failure of health and a failure of character, brother. On a Friday, sure, 100, 150 drinks. Like I'm sure it goes crazy. So what's the door you want me to go through? 100 beers would probably kill you. It'd probably kill you. It's a light night for a guy like me. Oh, you didn't know beers in Canada are 1 milliliter each. Oh, sorry, officer, sorry. Oh, they died? They followed my advice and they died? Oh, I forgot to mention, every beer I drink is 1 milliliter. It's a single drop from a micro pipette. Yeah, I drank like 1,000 beers last night. I will say, and listen, I understand some of you are going to be in this camp. You're not going to like this, but I'm just going to say it as my truth right now, and you can try to dissuade me from having this opinion. Most annoying type of guy in his 30s is definitely the guy who's addicted to self-improvement. And I'm not, you can be into fitness or like nutrition without being like a self-improvement, bro. I don't think there's anything wrong with like improving yourself, but like cold plunge, perineum sunning, mouth taping, room temperature water, because that's how like the cavemen did it back in the day, like that sort of stuff, that's where it becomes like I'm gonna describe it perhaps uncharacteristically rudely as mental illness. Maybe that's characteristically rudely, but mewing, I don't know. Hey, that's got benefits, man. Mewing changes lives or something. Please just at my mom. Don't air your mom out like that. She loves you probably. What is mouth tape? It's when you like duct tape your mouth when you fall asleep because, I don't know, because you need something to do. You can't just be spending 16 hours on self-improvement every day. You gotta spend an extra 8 hours while you're sleeping too. I have a beard. Yeah, so do they. I don't know how they make it work. There's probably like a proprietary tape they sell in their stores or something like that. Yeah, it causes you to be forced to breathe through your nose or die. I'm going to assume you probably breathe through your nose automatically instead of passing away, but... By the way, if a doctor diagnoses you and, like, prescribes you to do this, you should do it. Don't say, like, my favorite streamer said no. Because, like, at the end of the day, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I just feel like at some point... Shouldn't you be, like, you know, mouth taping? Shouldn't you be taping your kid's birthday party? Is it not healthy to breathe through your mouth when you're sleeping? I guess that's their hypothesis. I don't really know the purposes of it. I just think, like, there's nothing at age 30 that I'd rather talk, like, less about than someone's, like, supplement stack they're using to delude themselves into thinking that they're not going to die someday or that they're going to wake up, like, despite being 40, they're going to wake up, like, looking 27 tomorrow. Like, it's just not going to happen. I think, for me, my kindred spirit is guy who's, like, accepted that he's going to die someday and is like, let's do with that information what we will. Gotta stand on the other tile, man. That or, like, 37-year-old man who still likes Elon Musk. Like, I feel like in even 2016, 2017, you could kind of, like, have plausible deniability. But now, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Did you see he's talking about the Olympics are satanic and he's wearing the devil cosplay in his profile picture? I just, like... Sorry, don't ban me on X. That's where I get some of my best stream bits. It's the everything app, man. It's all happening here. Yeah, I think for me, it was like The Cave. Where the one dude was like, Elon, we don't need your shitty submarine to save the people trapped in the cave. And he was like, well, you're a pedophile. And everyone was like, what? And then he isn't. So he like sued him and won. And I was kind of like, maybe this guy isn't the Iron Man of the 21st century. Or I was gonna say 22nd century. And then the process of buying Twitter was just hilarious. Is when he brought the sink into the... Anyway. I didn't say anything about Elon coin or fucking, like, Soul Doge or whatever. I'm not trying to make your bags heavier, okay? Hey, Nemo, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. There's got to be like an overnight oats for lunch. And I don't just mean overnight oats because you can obviously eat them whenever. But I mean, like, you know, in the morning, you want something that's slow digesting, carb rich, so that you can eat breakfast and like have energy for the rest of the morning. Then at lunch, you kind of want to like even that shit out. You want a little carbs, little protein, little fat maybe. Is there like an overnight oats analog that hits those macros, can be prepared overnight, and can be consumed in 3 minutes? I'm talking about like a nutrition puck or something like that. Some kind of nutritional puck that tastes amazing. Maybe I'd just fucking eat overnight oats 2 times a day. Maybe that's the ticket, man. I mean, the rotisserie chicken maxing is working out okay, but you gotta put 90 seconds in the microwave, and then it takes a little while to eat, and the Nando's peri-peri sauce is getting sort of expensive. Like, overnight oats just, it solved breakfast, like, so well that I'm like, it's left a hole in my lunch, man. And not in a good way, like a simit or something like that. Okay, you get out of my face. Wow, I'm ass? They made me do the do of shame. We take those. Eat my shit and die. I was so mad at that one. Isn't making overnight oats equivalent to like taking 2 flights on a private jet? You take that shit up with the Quaker company, okay? That shit is not my fault. They don't put the carbon footprint on the fucking bag, okay? Yo, my wife got me lunch. That's the most convenient lunch you can get, man. Someone else buying you lunch and delivering it right to your desk. Maybe this is what we should do every day. Unasked for. How many Coke Zeros is too many? Broski, why'd you have to tweet that stuff? Now I'm getting fighting game Andes in here trying to start like diet soda wars. Dudes who jerk off 10 times a day trying to tell me that I should have some self-control. Like it's madness. I never asked for this. I just want to play Super Mario Brothers 2, my favorite game, okay? I'm just minding my own business. And then people come to me and say, hey, I fucking hate you and I disagree with everything you've ever said. And I say like, oh, sorry. And they go, why are you attacking me? It's pathetic energy, man. You know, a Diet Coke might mellow you out a little bit. Or the opposite, like speed you up a little bit. You got to change your pace at some point. Because I'm not sure if you're Russian or you're Dragon, but it's having deleterious impacts. We take those. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. I told my therapist your Coke Zero story. I didn't even read the rest of it because I think that you need a new therapist. I don't know how it works. It's probably good, I don't know. Keep rolling it, whatever. Holy cow, I didn't get hit. Greatest line in history. Now, how do you make the jump? Worth, and then go way over top. I'm better on the left side. This shit like NHL 94. Very slight fumble. This should be S. Yes! Okay. All right, Kate, are you ready to stream? Mario 2? I never want to see you again. How do you keep the cottage cheese from going bad in the overnight oats? The cottage cheese? At my cottage, we'd be eating cheddar, honestly. Sorry, Kate. I missed all the messages here. Kate got me louder. I want to say it on stream, but I don't know if I should. It's not like sensitive personal information for an acquaintance of ours, but the text that she sent to a friend of our daughter's mom, like our daughter's friend's mom, and then the text that she got in response is so funny. Oh no, wait. Okay. Hang on. Here's what happened. There's a little bit of banter that my wife misinterpreted. My wife said, hey, name, this is Kate's. Our daughter's having her birthday party in September. Would love if your daughter could join us. I'll send the invitation via email. To which the dad replied, hi, send the invite to his daughter's name's event coordinator here. If she's available, I'm sure she'll be happy to join. But you got to understand, you got to be fluent in older Canadian speak. he actually put his wife's name and his wife's phone number and email address. His kid does not have an event coordinator. That's simply his wife. He was dropping a little bit of boomer humor, which I can get down with. It's a bit. It's a bit. He's a little bit of a joker. I appreciate that. Actually, that's one of the great things. There's two goated things about being heterosexually married to a woman. There's more than two good things, but there's two things that immediately come to mind, okay? First one, she gives you little quests. And at first, I kind of resented the little quests. As I've embraced growing older, I've really come to appreciate the quests. Because instead of it being like a Rubik's Cube, and you're like, what do I do to solve this puzzle? You get like a little list of stuff. Just go to the pharmacy, go to the post office, pick up something from the hardware store, bring back dinner. You do all that, you get a 5-star on your report card at the end of the day. And 200 XP. Exactly. That feels great. I've come to really appreciate the quests. The other one is, in conversation, you can actually make yourself not look creepy by just telling a story about your wife to a group of strangers. Like at my tennis classes and my other sports lessons, anytime people are like bantering before the class, I always make sure to slip in, like, oh, I was originally almost wore jeans today, but then my wife reminded me it was tennis night. And they're all like, oh, they're instantly like disarmed. They're like, this guy's married. Somebody else intertwined their entire life with his. So he's disarmed instantly. Otherwise, it might be like, who's this fucking bald Gollum type figure in our tennis class? Everybody else is just, talking, and he's doing the wind sprints from the cable guy. He's doing the beep test. You could even do it if you're not married. The catch is, if anyone finds out, they're going to think you're much creepier than if you just hadn't introduced yourself as being married at all. But anyway. Hey, I'm sending them to you. What are you doing in my chat? Dude, because I was like freaking out. Yeah. This child does not have an event coordinator. He simply called his wife his daughter's event coordinator, which is very funny to me. Thank God. Yeah, it was pretty serious, right? It was Kim Kardashian, people. We're that Northwest is coming to our daughter's birthday party. I'm just gonna say it. I didn't want to make it a dick measuring contest. We have lots of very famous friends. You don't even know how freaked out I was. That's another great thing. I'm sure Kate will vouch for it. It's another great thing about being married is you can show your partner the text that you got from somebody else and be like, I kind of took offense to this. Am I crazy? And sometimes they'll be like, you're crazy. And sometimes they'll be like, nah, man, there's some fucking bad vibes on that text. Fuck that person. We never have to see them ever again. It's nice to get a second opinion on stuff sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to send you over to my wife's stream. I got to eat some lunch. See you later.
Feel good. Feel good.
Bounce Scooby Doo bada bounce bounce.
Feel good.
Bounce Scooby Doo bada bounce bounce.
Feel good.
Bounce Choo bada bounce bounce.
Feel good.
Shooby Doo Scooby Doo boot out.
Feel good.
Change, 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 change. City's breaking down on a camel's back. They just gotta go cause they don't know whack. So while you fill the streets, it's appealing to see. You won't get undercounted cause you're damned and free. Feel good, you got a new horizon, it's ephemeral style. A melancholy town where we never smile. And all I wanna hear is the message beep. My dreams, they got her kissing cause I don't get sleep. No, and I don't feel so good. Windmill, windmill for the land, drum forever, hand in hand. Take it all on your stride. It is ticking, falling down. Love forever, love has freely turned forever, you and me. Windmill, windmill for the land, is everybody in? Gas these hazmats, fast cats, tracks, lining them all like ass cracks. Play these ponies at the track, it's my chocolate attack. I'm stepping in out of this here, Care Bear repping in harder this year. Watch me as I gravitate, ha 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 ha. We gon' ghost town this Motown with your sound up in the blink. Gon' bite the dust, can't fight with us with your sound. You kill the ink, so don't stop, get it until you jet ahead and watch the way I navigate. Ha 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 ha, ha ha ha. What's so funny? It's
Good.
boom,
Oh my God.
boom, boom.
Feel good.
Shabada, shabada.
Feel good.
Scoop, scoobity, boop, boo.
Feel good.
This is in the music video. The thing is rising in the clouds and the atmosphere. The song goes hard, the song goes soulful. It's got everything you could want. Windmill, windmill for the land. Turn forever hand in hand. Take it all up on your stride. It is ticking, falling down. Love forever, love is freely. Turn forever, you and me. Windmill, windmill for the land. Is everybody in? Yes. Don't stop, get it, peep how your captain's in it steady, watch me navigate, ha 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 ha. Don't stop, get it, peep how your captain's in it steady, watch me navigate, ha 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 ha. Woo!
Feel good.
Scoop it up out of bow, bow.
Feel good.
Doing it bow, bow.
Feel good.
No, scoop it up out of bow, bow.
Feel good.
Oh, look at that. That was
really amazing, Ryan.
Kate, it's my chocolate attack.
I don't know what that means.
That's what I had to say in that song. It's
That
my
was really
chocolate
good, Ryan.
attack.
That was really good.